is the Gigi Project, take 2. Today is March 16th, 2014, and we're at my house, and we have Gigi sitting here, and we have some questions from the Hryhoriws. So that's pretty cool. So you ready? Okay, Jake, 16, asks, when and where did you marry Great-Grandpa Angelo? So we know where. Did you marry him overseas?
Yes, in England.
Yeah. So before you guys went anywhere, or were moved, or were you always in England?
I was always, and so was he.
Oh, okay.
In fact, we went overseas on the Queen Elizabeth together.
Oh.
I didn't know him, then.
Did you meet him at a dance?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we jived a lot.
So he's a good dancer.
Yeah, he could move it.
So what was the year?
1945.
What's the date? Do you remember?
The 15th of February we got married.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Very nice.
1945.
1945. Very nice. Okay, so we'll go on to the next one. That's good. And it was love at first sight until you got back to Thunder Bay, right?
Until I got to Thunder Bay.
Yeah, until you got
that right.
Yeah, but you liked his family. Like his mom. Didn't you spend a lot of time with his mom?
Well, we lived together.
Yeah.
We lived in 3 rooms. There was your grandpa and I in one.
Yeah.
Gloria and her mother in another, and Joey and Art in the other.
Huh.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
In
his mother,
Bay.
did she go by Marietta? His mother? Grandma
Yes, that
Angela's
was her
mother?
name.
She went by Marietta, or did she go by a short form?
No, she went by Mariette. Mariette.
Mariette.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. And okay, so now we'll go into the next one. Becca, who's 15, asks, who was your first boyfriend? Oh. So did you have a boyfriend before Grandpa?
Yes, I did, but he was killed. He was in the Air Force, and the plane crashed over Montreal when I was stationed there, and
Yeah.
the plane went down, and there was 6 young fellas there in their 20s.
Oh my goodness. What was his name?
His name was McDonald.
McDonald.
His last name.
And was he from the island or from?
From PEI.
Oh, he was from PI. So you met him in PI?
Yes.
Yes. And you guys both went over to Montreal?
Then we met again in Montreal.
Oh, okay.
You know, you get shifted around a lot.
Did you date in PEI?
No,
No. Just in Montreal.
he just trailed me.
What was his first name?
Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie McDonald.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool. That's too bad. That's sad.
Yeah,
But
that
I-
was rough, but you know, things happen.
Exactly.
War on.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good one. So the next one is Tessa, 13 right now. She asks, where were you posted and what did you do in the war? So we know you did.
posted in number 1. It was called number 1 Static Base Laundry,
Okay.
and it picked up all the laundry from the hospitals in the area, because there was a laundry unit in our barracks in our camping.
Yeah.
And I got fed up with that, and they were advertising for cooks. They wanted cooks badly, so my Indian girlfriend and I she was from Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
and 2 other girls, we all went and applied. Oh, we were hired right away.
Well, right on.
Yeah. As long as you can make a chocolate cake and buns, you're hired.
Did they test you or did they just
No, they tested us.
believe you? Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I knew how to set the sponge. That was in the olden days.
For the bread?
For the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like for yeast? Is that what you
We
mean? Like you
used the
used to
yeast,
reuse the
And
yeast
we
all the
had to
time?
dissolve it, and we used potato water in that
Yeah.
to make the bread a little heavier.
Yeah.
But it always turned out good.
Well, right on.
At least we were having some food, because
Yeah.
the food was just awful.
I
We
bet.
got our rations from Australia, and it was mutton. You know what mutton is?
Sheep.
It's an old
Lamb.
sheep that's had 15
15
little
babies,
brats. And it's all fat, naturally. There's not much meat. There's no meat left in them. So I was off lamb for ages.
Yeah.
And I still won't eat it.
Well, that's good. So that's what you did during the war.
Yes.
So for most of you started off in laundry, but then you quickly moved to the
Quickly moved to the kitchen.
kitchen. Okay, and you liked it there.
I liked it there. We had a lot of fun.
Okay.
And the unit ran on current, hourly shifts, like
Oh,
three
so it went
shifts.
24 hours.
24 hours, yeah. That's
Oh,
what I was
right.
looking for.
So did you always do a certain shift, or did you move around? Like, did you always do the morning shift or the afternoon shift or midnight?
You had to rotate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How long were the?
Well,
shift
it was every 2 weeks, I think it was.
Oh, so you did one shift for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
a certain time, and then you had to move.
Then you went on the other.
Huh. How'd you like the night shifts?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You could sleep during the day.
Yeah. If you could sleep, could you sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were young. Didn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I had my 19th birthday there in England.
Oh wow. Okay, Lane, 12, asks, why do you like pigs so much?
Because I had a pet pig.
Oh.
And his name was Roddy. And he went out the barn one day and he slipped on the ice and broke his leg. So Stephen, my brother, and I got sticks and binder twine, and we just wound it around the boards.
Yeah.
And his legs, it healed.
You fixed it.
He was kind of crooked, but
How
he was still alive.
how long did he live for?
Oh, we had him for ages, until he got old, and I think he got lost in the woods one day.
Oh. Was he big? Like, how big a pig did he end up being? I don't know how big pigs
No,
get.
he wasn't what you call a large male pig, no. But he was a good size.
And he was like a pet.
Oh yeah, Pat used to come to school with us and wait for us out in the yard until school was out. Yeah.
Did he
loved
wear
everybody.
anything? Did he have a hat or anything that he wore?
Oh, we used to make, we made a little scarf on that out of squirrel skin.
Oh.
Found a dead squirrel, we're going to
Yeah.
get that skin off it. So we'd take the skin off the squirrel and make a scarf for him.
That's craziness.
And he had a blanket over his back, too. When it was cold.
Oh yeah? So you didn't let him in the house though?
Yeah, he was access to everything.
Oh yeah? You did have access to the house?
Oh yeah.
What'd your mom think of that?
Oh, she was used to it.
Well, that's great. Do you guys have any more questions?
Oh, have we?
DJ, age 11. Do you have a question?
I'm 11 in a month.
Do you have a question?
Oh.
I said so. Larkin, age 12. Do you have a question?
What was your favorite pet?
Was Roddy your favorite? Because we know you had Sailor, the horse.
And then the sheep.
Yeah.
No, well, every spring the sheep have their baby lambs, eh? So this one year, our sheep, her name was Ruby. She had twin lambs, but one was black.
Black sheep.
God knows where that came from. But anyway, she wouldn't let it nurse or anything. She'd kick it and bunt it with her nose. Get away from me,
Yeah.
So we didn't have much choice, so Steve and I got big long bottles with a nipple on them, and we raised the black lamb. And we had him for years too.
Did he have a name? Not that you remember.
I
Yeah.
think his name was Kenny.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Ken or Candy?
Kenny.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Why Kenny?
Kenny, not Henny.
Just because. I don't think there's a reason.
No.
Just the black sheep of the family.
Yeah. Do you have any
Well,
questions?
where that black sheep came from, God knows, eh?
Oh yeah. Well, they always say the black sheep, right? Who's the black sheep of the family? So
Yeah.
they must pop out. It must be like albino or something. Who knows?
But the mother would never, she would
No. She did not like
Yeah.
it.
get her nose at him and shove him out of the way. Don't you dare come near me.
Coming back from England, how long did it take you to come back to Canada after the war?
I come back on the Ile-de-France, and it took 5 days.
Oh, that's not
But going on the Queen Elizabeth, it took 4. That was in 43, 42.
And you went straight back to PEI?
Yeah, I went straight back to PEI, and I got discharged in Halifax. And then your father didn't come back till 46, because he had to stay and clean up, So he came to PEI, and we stayed at the farm for a couple of days, and he wanted to go home, Thunder Bay. I said, okay, you want to go now, let's go.
What did you have any other, like, besides the sheep,
Sailor.
the sheep, sailor, and the pig? What else did you like? Did you ever have any other pets?
Lots.
Yeah, we had a mixed farm, so that means you have something of everything. We had chickens, we had ducks, we had turkeys, and the sheep and the lambs.
You had a
and
cow,
cows,
right? Yeah.
and horses and pigs.
Did you ever have like any like cats or dogs?
Any what?
Cats
Any
or
cats
dogs?
or dogs?
Oh yeah, we always had a dog. Rover, we had Rover. And we had Muff Toot was the cat's name. But she very seldom came in the house, except when my dad was there. She would come and sleep on his shoulder. But she had her kittens in the barn. She never took them in the house. No.
What'd you do with the lobsters you used to catch?
The lobster?
The lobsters, yeah. Do you have lobster cookouts or no?
Oh yes. Yeah, well, when the boys got older, Frank and Freddie, they had a boat and they used to go lobster fishing.
How big? The big lobsters?
Oh, they were monsters. And then they'd let them loose, and we were afraid of them because the claws, you know, they ever grabbed you. But we had a truck every day, mostly every day went by with fresh fish, and they were always selling lobsters and
Oh, wow.
clams and oysters and everything like that.
Yeah, we talked about it one day, and I thought since you were on a farm that you probably, and because of the time period, that as a child you probably didn't have meat every day, but you told me there was always meat on the table.
We always had meat every
Yeah.
day. Well, we had fish 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So that left a couple of days for meat.
Yeah. But that's pretty good. I thought, in my mind, I thought wartime or pre-war time that there wasn't a lot to eat.
The depression.
Well, we had a lot. We always had a lot of vegetables. Like we used to dig in the basement of the house, not the basement, the cellar.
Yeah.
We used to dig holes and put carrots, turnips, and everything in there, and they'd be fine all winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Just hide them in the soil.
Makes sense. I guess that's why they had soil cellars.
Yeah,
They
that's
never
right. We
finished
used
them
to
off with
bury
boards
everything.
or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, I think we're going to tie this up for today. We don't want to leave it too long because it's on YouTube. So if you go over, I think they cut you off. But anything else that you'd like to add to this version? Thanks to the Hryhoriws for their good questions.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Feel free to leave comments in below.
comments below on Gigi's YouTube channel. Next, we'll have her on a website, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe there'll be a live feed from her house. Haha. Okay, this is the end.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, thank
Bye.
you.
Appreciate that.
Bye-bye.